Yo, book nerds! Today we're gonna do my mid-year check-in on my reading goals. This is a couple weeks later than I would have liked to do it, but I got so busy with my summer classes that I just had no time to record this video. So it is what it is. At least I'm still doing it. So for 2023, I had set 3 reading goals. The first was to read 10 books this year, and I have annihilated that goal. I cannot believe how many books I have read, and pretty much all of it is thanks to 2 of my summer classes that I'm taking. I had so many books to read for these classes. I have literally spent all day reading novels for these classes this summer. So, as of this recording, I am on book 27 for the year, and we have half of the year yet to go. So, yeah. 27 out of 10. I think it's safe to say that I will actually hit over 30 this year. That's insanity to me. I don't know if I will ever be able to repeat a year like this. Maybe not till I'm retired anyway. My second reading goal was I wanted to read some more authors that I had never read before, because sometimes I get in the habit of sticking with the same authors. I decided that I want to read 4 authors that I had never read before. That goal has also been annihilated because of the summer classes. It is actually kind of complicated for me to even count this, because some of the books that I've been reading are by multiple authors. Some have like 2 or 3 authors, and then some have been like collections of like short stories by multiple authors. So I've just decided to count the books. So as of this recording, I have read 19 books by authors that I've never read before. Some of them are more than one author. And so it's also safe to say that that number will go up too, because I have some more books yet to read for my summer classes. So I think it's safe to say I will get over 20, obviously, since I'm already at 19 books. For my third goal, I had made a TBR video about movies that I've seen that I haven't read the book. And I wanted to knock off 2 from that list. This is the only goal that I have not hit yet. I have only read 1 of those so far. I read A Little Princess. So I have 1 more that I need to read sometime this year to hit that goal. So once I'm done with these summer classes, I will have the other half of the year to read basically 1 book. So I think it's pretty safe to say that I will also hit that goal. So we are just cruising. I never expected this year to go this way. I cannot believe the amount of books that I have read in this short amount of time. It's just crazy to me. It's been great, but I have been feeling the reader burnout for sure, but we're just gonna keep plugging away here. As of recording this, I'm not done with my summer classes, but this will go up the last week of my summer classes. I will be happy for a little bit of a break after these summer classes. I'll have about a month off, and then I'll be starting my fall classes. So yeah, those were my 3 official goals. I did have like another sort of goal in there. This wasn't like set in stone. Last year I had done 3 rereads, and so I wanted to do like less rereads this year. I didn't like officially set that as a goal, but so far I've only had 1 reread. So I mean, we're right there, we're doing fine. I reread Macbeth, which was actually also for school. So like I didn't really choose to reread Macbeth, but I had been wanting to reread it, so it was like killing 2 birds with 1 stone right there. But yeah, so just 1 reread so far. Looking ahead for the rest of the year, like I said, I'm probably gonna hit over 30 books. I'm probably gonna read over 20 books by authors that I've never read before. So we're doing good, and I'm sure I will hit that last goal. So like looking ahead, it kind of depends on my fall classes. I have no idea yet what the book lists are like for those classes, so it's hard to really say. If I don't have many books for those classes, I am planning to do a couple things. So I do know what book I want to fill that 3rd goal. I've seen this movie and I love it, and I want to read The Princess Bride by William Goldman. This book was published in 1973, and so it just became 50 years old this year, which is how I define a modern classic. And so I think it would be just so much fun to read this one this year in celebration and to honor this story. So that is my plan, is to read this one to knock out that third goal. I guess things might change, but I'm pretty set on it, so I would say be prepared for that. After I read this, I do have a couple ideas. Obviously, I've just annihilated my Goodreads goal, so I'm really not concerned about racking up any more numbers. So I was thinking, if I don't have a lot to read for my college courses, I might grab a big tome and try and read that for the rest of the year. I have a few in mind, so I'm not sure yet what one I'm going to settle on, but it most likely would be one of these. So as of this moment, I have it narrowed down to 3 tomes. I guess a different one might catch my eye later on, but at this moment, I have it narrowed down to 3. One would be a reread, but I haven't read the sequel. So that would be Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. I've read this, but it was forever ago. I read it when I was in junior high. And I never read the sequel, which is Scarlet. That's by Alexandra Ripley. Some people don't consider it an actual sequel, but I'm still interested in checking it out. So I want to reread this so that I can read that book. So this is one I've been thinking about. And then I would go on to the sequel after that. If I don't want to do that, I have been saying for a couple years now that I want to read The Arabian Nights. I just am so interested in this story, so this is definitely a huge chunk of a book. If I'm being honest, this one might be it. But the other one that might be it would be It by Stephen King. I want to get into more Stephen King, and this book is just gigantic. And last year I read another gigantic Stephen King book, which was 11/22/63, and I really enjoyed that book. And so I was thinking of tackling this one because I've heard such great things about this one, and I want to get into more horror, and so it just might be a good time to read this one. And so yeah, these are the ones I have it narrowed down to. If my classes aren't crazy, then I will maybe read one of these gigantic books. If you have another tome, though, that you think I should read, drop it in the comments and I'll consider it. I would like to get some more big chunkers under my belt here and on my shelves because they're intimidating, but they're usually so good. So yeah, that is my mid-year check-in on my goals. I think I'm doing pretty good. How are your guys' goals doing? If you aren't doing as well as I am, not to fret. There's plenty of time left this year. And if you don't hit your goals, that's okay too. I did not expect this year to go the way it's going for me. It's just been wonderful. But anyway, that's all for me this week. I will see you guys next Monday. Hit like and subscribe. Thanks for talking books with me.